welcome back to our channel. So this is going to be a evening vlog because today's been a bit hectic. Update, we have given Luna her first bath because we didn't pull the plug on Bella's bath and she decided to jump in, so I thought, because she keeps jumping in the bath.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
I don't know why. Do you have any idea why she keeps jumping in the bath?
Some cats like water. Cats.
This one
cats
does.
on the whole like water. It's dogs that don't like water. Common misconception.
Yeah, true. Mouse used to hate
Cats
baths
actually like
with a passion. And she was like 30 times bigger than Luna. But yeah, she's just licking herself dry at the minute. I did try and dry with a towel in the heater, but she wasn't feeling it, to be honest. So, but yeah, had a little bit of soap. I know you're supposed to use like cat shampoo, but we haven't ordered any of that yet because we didn't know when we were gonna give her first bath. But she just jumped in and I thought she keeps jumping in the bath, so I might as well just give her one if that's what she wants. So
right, the agenda for the evening.
yes, there's clothes to be folded.
There's a mountain of clothes because we have baby that's been like not the most well recently.
No, we've been
So
on
we
and
have
off
to
ill as a
wash.
family.
Yeah.
So
we have to wash everything like the second it comes off because it's covered in.
yep, it's really difficult to keep a 1-year-old clean. Oh, we should have known that because yeah, it's difficult. It's more difficult than a newborn.
We should just wear hazmat suits, really, the whole time.
Just on a permanent basis.
Yeah.
This will be the first vlog that we've done together.
Yeah, this will be like without me just like walking into wheeling into a room.
Wheeling into a room. But yeah, if anyone didn't know, Jamie
And
cannot stand up because he has a
Of
disability.
all the things to show, because many people can kneel down if you were going to show the wheelchair. There you go.
Well, he's missing a room at the minute because
I've been locked inside for the last month.
because his handrim fell off because
Very old chair.
the bolts were rusting because you were pushing to and from work, and wheelchair services have been
They're
very
about as useful as a chocolate teapot.
yeah. So although his new chair's arriving on Tuesday, but it's not to his actual size.
No, because I'm so tiny, the National Healthcare Service in England, for anybody watching anywhere that isn't England, they don't have a standard chair on the NHS that's physically small enough for my measurements because I have a tiny little waist, and so is a special chair that has to be ordered through funding. So that's going to take 6 to 12 months, but normally the beauty of it is while you're waiting for the new chair, you get to keep the current chair. You just have to put up with the fact that it's slightly small. But now I can't do that because the hand rims fell off. So I don't know what to expect with
And
the
the
new chair.
most annoying thing is all you need is a new rim, and the rims, right, over here, you just push that in and then it pulls out when the brake isn't on, like that. I mean, is it when they're both off?
No, it's just you gotta so lift up first.
And it literally just comes off. The wheel just comes off. So look, a new wheel that's exactly the same as that.
This silver thing is the hand rim. It's what I use to push the wheel. As you can see, even on
the
this.
other one does not have that.
Yeah. Well, even on this one, the one that's okay, can you see how like icky and rusty them bolts are?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Because like I use my wheelchair more than like, it's gonna sound really like horrible, but I don't know how else to work, more than a stereotypical wheelchair bound person would. Like I'm very independent. Obviously, I'm a musician, so I go out and about to university now because I'm going back.
In second year.
Yeah, and gigs and work and whatnot, so obviously wear and tear that the chair isn't used to having has made it go.
And all he would need is a new wheel, and he said, can you just order me a new wheel? And they said they ordered one, but it never like happened, and they were like, oh no, you need a new chair now. So
yeah, it's like I've been in for the last month, and my job that I'm currently only at for another month because they said they didn't have the funding to keep me on. So I basically lost my job because my chair broke. It's like, and all I need is one wheel. I don't even need a pair of wheels. Just one wheel.
Just one
Would
wheel.
have been fine, but no.
Anyway, those are two things that have happened. Luna's still. It's gonna take her at least another hour to dry, but we need to do the bedroom.
We do.
So as a lot of I love watching like time lapses of like, you know, when you get like a depression room and you clean it. Our room's pretty clean because we did it yesterday. Well, I did like yesterday.
We did. The reason yesterday was so hectic is because, you know, we've got a 1-year-old and we've had illnesses, so obviously the house hasn't been the cleanest. We let all the rooms go, to be honest. So there was a lot of cleaning needed doing. It was a whole thing because we had to clean the flat virtually from top to bottom, and Bella was out of her routine, and then she was up all night. It was a whole
The last like
thing.
3-4 nights she's been up.
But
like
now,
we barely had any sleep.
But now, apart from the living room, which could use a little bit of a clean because
Yeah.
Bella's been in here playing today, obviously. Everywhere is now clean, apart from a mountain of washing that we need to put away.
Yeah, which I'm probably going to time lapse. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't film the whole thing. It would, like, the
We
video
would be
will be
him.
6 days long.
Also, another thing, I moved the cat trees from the living room into the hallway and stacked them with like the pillows that we would have used. Well, we did use on the old sofa, but we don't now because that sofa has like a million cushions and it didn't look right on the new one. And I think personally it looks quite aesthetic. She likes it quite a lot, so. And my favourite part that I did yesterday is I put fairy lights all the way around the hallway. It's a bit wobbly, it's fallen down, it's a work in progress, but you know, I personally think it looks quite good for a little DIY job. So this is currently what we've got to tackle. That guitar likes to jump constantly. None of them like to stay where they are.
This is what I do instead of accepting my responsibilities.
Yeah, procrastination at its finest.
I didn't know how long you'd be talking about the cat tree, so I thought, oh, I got a chance to.
Oh, honey. Oh, you. Oh, what's it? Spins. I'll get Mr. Rabbit. Night. So procrastination stage number 2. I just tried it on and it fit me and it fits Jamie as well. This is a hat that I bought for Bella. I genuinely bought for Bella.
What giant heads do the baby industry think the modern mothers are pushing out?
I mean, I think it's for age 2 to 3.
Yeah,
I
we're
remember.
20.
No, about 1 to 2 years. So, but it fits me a lot better, I think. Do you want
Yeah.
I have a tiny head anyway, and she hates hats, so
I like the way
I
you
think I'm gonna steal it.
I like the way you finally admitted that she does, in fact, hate hats.
Only because I spent like £18 on this hat and now she won't wear it, so I got a bit bummed. And I thought it'd look cute for her from now, so. After like tweaking a little bit, because even though the label like is a cute label and it's on that side, there's like a line that goes down, it doesn't look flattering, so I prefer it like that personally. Comment down below whether it actually suits me or I look like a twat, so.
stuff that's got to go in Bella's room tomorrow. And look, there's other bits, but there's no clothes. It's all away. We're not drowning in clothes apart from that, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, that's a wash.
We don't know her.
I need to move the cat's bed because like when the bed was across here and like my chair was just like randomly in the corner because like a whole mess. She used to sleep or like curl underneath the chair, so then I put her bed underneath the desk exactly where it was, and now she won't go anywhere near it, which is like pointless, so I don't know where to put it now. You got any ideas?
Up my bum.
Yeah, she can't sleep there.
Sure, she tries to often enough.
She does, she really does. It's not even a joke at this point. So I just leveled up as a girlfriend. So Jamie's just made, what is it, a profile?
Yeah, I've made her a thing on my PlayStation.
So it's taken like nearly 2-3 years, but I've now got my own profile
on his
PS3.
I thought you already had one.
No,
why.
I didn't.
I didn't realise that I didn't already set you up with one.
Yeah, it looks really aesthetic in here now as well because I've got my on air sign at the back. It's red. Where that just flashed.
Yeah, I thought it stopped flashing when you cut the wall.
It did.
Jeez, it's dead me eyes in. That's flashing, right?
Yeah. The electrics in this corner of the room are so creepy, honestly.
See, I thought the only issue with the electrics was Bella's room, because that room is just that room is just where electrics go to die. I think
it's really bad in there. Like her light originally, before we changed the bulb, would just constantly flash.
Yeah, like how whoever did checked the electrics in this place before we moved in, they must have been blind.
It's because the damp proofing outside is all crumbling. That's why everything's so bad. Then I got my little hands that I bought off someone who like hand makes things out of resin, and it's got like little LED fairy lights in, and it's so cool. Then we've got lava lamp. Here. Oh my god.
What was that?
I swear we have a ghost in this room.
And the ghost go through the terms of service, doesn't it?
So another fun fact: someone that lived here before our landlord's daughter lived here was an old man, and he died. He didn't die in the flat, but
he died exactly where you're seeing.
But he died and he lived in this house, so I feel like there's like a possible like hauntedness about the place because of that. So, because I had a feeling, and then like maybe 3 months ago I was like, oh, who lived here like before your daughter did? And he was like, oh, it was this like really old guy, and like he died, and I was like, okay. So I've just put that back up, and if it's flashing now, it's just so annoying.
Bear in mind, it did flash when we first got it, because for some reason I swear I've just scrubbed all that out. The tester wire in the shop, because you know it's in the box and it has little buttons, it was still attached to the thing. So I persuaded Monty to cut it off, which cured it, and it has not flashed until now.
And now it's flashing all of a sudden.
And it's been up in Bella's room when Bella's room was Monty's office for a little bit, for months, and it hasn't flashed until now.
So I don't know why it's flashing. That's quite creepy. So update: Luna's all fluffy again. It took her about 2 hours, but she's all good now. The bed's not completely made, and I'm aware of that, and I'm about to do that now. But yeah. The room is finally done. And I could not be happier, to be honest. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good.
It's all tidy.
Space to breathe.
For once.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah, I bought this for Jamie as like a shirt. And I didn't realise it's supposed to be like...
it was more like a dress.
A dress. And this is like the smallest size I could get. So...
I still slay in a dress. It's
oh, definitely. And skirts.
There you
and
go.
makeup.
You can put in some shots of the shoot you did in me in your sparkly dress.
I can, yeah. It was a fashion shoot that we did out in the garden. So I'll insert some pictures here now.
I was even wearing her underwear. That was how much I committed.
Did you?
Yeah, I was wearing your underwear.
Was it the thong? Or?
I can't remember. I think it was just a normal pair of ladies' underwear.
Oh, okay. Fair
Knickers, as we like to call them in England. There you go. Look, that's what it looks like
Huh?
with the air paint. But
Oh yeah,
like
there's
a
new
normal
features
background.
on PlayStation.
No, it's been there for ages.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay. You don't really know games. It's all good.
Yeah. But oh my god. I feel like
You've got
I
a
need to
life,
clean
unlike
this.
me.
I need to clean this like now.
Nah, you've got to make that iconic sorry dirty mirror Instagram post.
No, because I can't see
Everybody
myself in the
does.
mirror because it's so dirty.
I feel like you've sprayed something and like the particles have landed on the mirror. It's like you've sprayed.
Probably from when
air
I've got like
freshener.
my anti-frizz stuff.
Yeah.
So now all of that has been done, I have now realised I haven't eaten since this morning, which is when I decided to have noodles at 11:30 because I couldn't be bothered to have anything else like actual toast. By like 2 strawberries that I had from Bella's Fruit this morning. So now I've got to go and make my dinner at like 20 or 10 to 11, and I haven't got the energy, so I don't know how this is gonna go. This is like a normal occurrence for me, apart from the fact that I don't usually then cook, I just don't eat. Jamie's playing his game,
Howdy doody.
WWE. It looks brighter in the room than on the phone camera. There's Luna. She's playing my ball. Playing with the ball. Does his boyfriend get passionate about WWE gaming from like, what year is this?
2014.
Also, I cleaned my mirror and it still looks really bad.
Look, I could be one of those gamer boyfriends that buys the latest game, but I choose to, devote that money to bills and nappies instead. So I don't have the latest game, but it still brings me joy.
You never play games though.
'Cause I'm a family man.
To be fair, you never ever... I can't remember the last time you played anything on your PS3, to be honest. The last time you played this was when I was
Because
pregnant.
I never really get time anymore, that's what. There's always something else to do.
Yeah. Just a disclaimer, I have not used one of these before. I'm pretty sure you've got to cook it. Like in the oven first. So, preheat to 200 degrees. Not 6. Bake directly on oven shell for 8 to 10 minutes. Cool. So I have like a really weird timer where you have to like wind it all the way up and then wind it back down to the time that you want, and then it'll work. otherwise it won't. So we also have a really weird oven that if like you don't like put the timer on, like it won't turn on. Like, so for ages we were thinking, but how does the oven turn on? Well, you've got like a dial here, and if it's not turned to here, because you've got like 10, 20, whatever, if it's not turned onto there, like the oven does not turn on at all. It took us about 2 to 3 weeks to figure out how to use the oven. So for like the first month living here, we couldn't use the oven. At one point we thought we couldn't use the oven and then the stove at the same time, which was really dumb now I think about it. So we also got a new tap fitted recently, because the old one, the actual hot tap itself like unscrewed and the thread like was really dead and we couldn't screw it back in. So we got a whole brand new one fitted. I didn't know we were going to get one that nice, so cheers to our landlord or plumber, whichever one chose it. So I'm happy about that, because the other one looked so bad. Wow, you can literally feel the stickiness still of the dough. In 10 minutes, and then just twiddle my thumbs until then. I'm also really sad because I wanted some ice cream, but Bella also wanted what I was eating, so I gave her loads of it. Well, not loads, but like I was giving her some, and then I was gonna have some after, but I forgot to put it back in the freezer, so that's now gonna have to get poured down the sink and now back in the bin. Not back in, put in the bin. By back, I mean a lot of my ice creams get put in the bin because I never remember to put them back in the freezer. So it's just common, which is really sad. I wish I remembered to put it back in the freezer more often. My life is just a shambles, memory-wise. If I could have that on my gravestone, forgot she even died, or late to her own funeral, that would be me. Because I keep switching things around so much. That's down to my environment, because my mum moves things around like all the time, where I'm like, where has this gone? So now I do that constantly. Well, I can't anymore with the living room because everything has its place. I can't now with the bedroom because everything has its place, which is better for my mental health, because when I get stressed out or I feel like I need to cleanse, I then just like change an entire room, which freaks out Jamie's like need for like stability. So like that was hectic. He's fine with it now because he's used to it after like 1.5 years of living together, but the first time I did it he was just like like if the carpet was out of place underneath the table and we had the table in here, he would like have a full-on meltdown. Not like a meltdown, but he'd be like that dad that's like, who turned off the thermostat, or who changed the thermostat? Turned up, not turned off. But no, our table is outside in the garden because anything that was on it, Bella would just grab and throw off the table or try and eat. So I thought, what is the point? Plus she ran into it quite a few times, so not ran, but like it's a glass table. It was dangerous. It was cheap and good when we were broke and I was pregnant, but you know, not now. I'm getting Jughead vibes, so I'd put that in there. It's like 30 seconds left on the timer, if even that. Apparently 1 second, and it's not brown yet, and I don't know whether it was supposed to go brown or not, but like I guess not. Oh, that's hot. Oh, I completely did that wrong. Oh my god, why did I do that? completely forgot how to cut a baguette for a whole second. And luckily, I didn't cut it that well, clearly, so we are all good still. Cheese and cucumber, which I knew I was going to have anyway, because that's like box standard for me. I've decided to go with a bit of spring onion, and I'm going to bring out, this is going to be either a love or a hate of you, tuna. So I love it or hate it. I lived with someone at uni and they absolutely hated it, had to leave the room whenever I made it, so like the entire kitchen, he'd have to like lock himself, like leave the kitchen and go into his own room because he could not deal with the smell. I felt so bad. I'm not going to say his name on here because like privacy and that, but oh my god, I felt so bad. But I'm a big lover of my tuna. It's a big source of protein. A couple of weeks ago I got food poisoning, so for me to actually start making things again is a big step for me because I got so much anxiety afterwards about making anything myself. Because I watch a YouTuber called Sarah's Day. She's actually expecting a baby, a second one. She's got a son called Fox, he's adorable. And she's an influencer, and I followed one of her smoothies for me and Bella, and it has spinach in it, and I didn't wash the spinach, and we all got really ill. Jamie didn't even have the smoothie, but somehow he got really ill as well. He was the worst. Oh no, Bella was the worst because I had to take her to hospital. But they just told me to give her some Diola and she ended up fine. I didn't even know what that was, so that was like bad on my part. The one time I didn't use Google, I could have used Google. I could have gone to the chemist and bought it. But yeah, as I was saying, I am a fan of tuna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tuna on here, and because there's already cheese on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it in the microwave, because if I put it back in the oven it will fall apart and that's too much effort. So technically going to make a tuna melt. I love cooking, I honestly do love cooking and baking. I can make a mean brownie with the mix. I've not done it without the mix in like 5 years, but I feel like I'm in the safe zone with mixes, but you can also mess up is the word. You can mess up mixes really easily if you don't know what you're doing, so that's my opinion on that. Looks a little bit broken from where I decided to cut it earlier, so that's great. Oh, I forgot my pepper. I have to have pepper on everything, honestly. Another hack, right? You know cheap soups, you can get like chicken ones. I used to hate them, but at one point I had no choice because I was so broke. It was just like breadsticks and soup. You know, student life and that. But I added salt and pepper to it. Tastes bloody banging. So that's my life hack. If you kind of but don't like soup, the really cheap ones I'm not talking some fancy stuff because I've never had that. But sheep soups add salt. If I said salt and vinegar, I meant salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. These are the two that I'll use. Wrapping the Jamie Oliver. I'm aware my kitchen's a mess, so don't come for me. And in the next minute I should be done. I can eat. I'll actually get some sleep. Yeah. Right, I've got my food. Luna is scatting about, Jeremy is playing his game. Oh yeah, I think we're going to end that video. We're going to end this video here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Rudely cut me off. Bus off. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment down below. I'm going to stop the cat from eating my food, and we